Hey everyone, it is me, Fashion Coder, and I'm so happy to be here today because I thought, you know what, as I go in and practice and do my different things that I do within testnet, I thought I would just bring you along for the ride today. So if you saw my video yesterday, I talked about how PulseChain could have launched yesterday. Oops, sorry, I just hit my microphone. It could have launched yesterday. There was speculation that it was going to, but it didn't. So who knows? It's probably going to happen soon. Fingers crossed. If it doesn't, that's totally okay. But it's still important to go in and practice. And that's what I talked about in my video yesterday. And so I am doing this video of just what I'm doing practice-wise. I'm currently looking at the validator thing just because my dad and I have actually been working on getting a validator set up. We've had a couple of issues, so we've talked to different people within one of the Telegram groups. But yeah, that's a story for another time. So if you come to PulseChain.com and go to the block explorer, which is that link right there, this one right here, it will bring you to this. And then from here, this is where I've been grabbing the different apps. So you can come in here and click apps and then go into all these different ones. So if you need test Pulse, you can come into the faucet there. You can check your sacrifice balance, which is always a good idea. And I actually haven't done that recently. But I think I've done it since it was last updated, so I'll have to check that later. And then, like I said, I was looking at the validators and then coming in and looking at PulseX and the DEX that it has right here. So I just thought, let's just jump into it and do a couple of transactions. I want to do, let's actually see what farms there are. Let's see, there's TDI, incentive token. I feel like I have so many different accounts right now that I don't know what I do on what. And I have my tokens dispersed through all of them. So okay, pools is not a thing. So I am not sure what I have where and all of that. Which when I actually get to this point, I don't have this, I don't think. Once I get to the actual point of doing this, it will all be on the same wallet, which will be nice. I just have really gone through and and spread it, which is fine. I really feel like there's not any problem with that because it is all test stuff. But right now, I slightly do get confused, especially when I'm on video, because I don't want to... Oh, that won't let me in. I don't want to, sometimes it shows my wallets and then I have to go and blur out the screen because I have my treasures on it and I don't really want that to show. So, okay, if we come in, I want to provide liquidity. Sure, PulseX. I have both of those right now. Add liquidity. Let's see just what the rate is. Okay. 20,000. Let's do that. Okay. Enable PulseX. Let's just do the max next. Last time I did this, it did not work, which was really weird. And I also did it on one of my videos, which I was like, oh, goody. But yeah, so when I come in and practice things, this is something that I practice. It's creating a liquidity pair. I don't think I'm going to actually farm, but I want to be able to at least just get that experience while I'm in here doing the things, so I can experience that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that just worked. I wonder if we click supply, you will receive that. Output is estimated. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it actually has already gone through. We can always come back to this if we need, but I'm pretty sure we can just come into farms now and create that liquidity pair. Okay, so we're going to need to enable it. Max. Oh, there's 0. Okay, so let's just reject that. So I don't think it went through. Maybe I... See, this is why you practice. Okay, supply. That's what we just saw. Supplying it. Confirming. Like I said, perfect. Transaction receipt. Great. All right. So I did that wrong the time before, which is okay. So now we're going to go into farms. Go into this top one, enable. And if we hit max, let's default max. I guess. Let's just try it. because I should have this pair now. Are there other ones? There are. Let's just leave it. Okay. So it's enabled. Oh, but there was 0, so it wouldn't enable anything. Okay, so let's go back to liquidity. Oh, beautiful. So let's see, Pulse X, pooled Pulse, share of pool. Don't see a pool you joined, find another liquidity pair, add liquidity instead. I really just want to farm it. That's all I want. Okay, so we are providing liquidity, so that's cool at least there. And at least we know it's there, but I'm pretty sure we can come in and enable it. There we go. It probably just didn't go through. Okay, and then approve. Transaction submitted. I know that my dad has been doing this, and he's been making, I mean, of course, all this is test stuff, but he's been making like 50,000 USD a day from the incentive token. Isn't that insane? Right now, just testnet's awesome. I mean, yeah. Okay, stake LP. We want to do the max. Also, I haven't done this yet, I don't think, on V4, which is crazy. I tried to, but it didn't work. That's what happened. Okay, annual ROI, 26,000, confirming. Beautiful, confirm. Okay. And we just wait, and then we can provide liquidity. And like I said, this is why we practice, is so we can figure out, you know, all the different steps. And I mean, I've done so many different things with this. I've done a conference where I went through all of testnet and performed everything through testnet. And still, I'm over here like, oh, I couldn't remember how to do XYZ, which is totally fine. And so that's why we come in, we practice, we do all these things, because even before, like, there's slight differences that it's important to go through. And that's why I've made videos for the different testnets, because they're just slightly different. And I actually have found several bugs. I think I've found 2, at least in V4. And they're just stupid little ones. But it still makes me happy when I find a bug. Okay, so the incentive token will be earned here, and then I can harvest it later. I can't do anything with pools. I can always come in and exchange if I wanted to do some more of that. Maybe I want... What was the other pair? Let's just see if I can do this more in a smoother manner. Okay, we have this one. Dye and pulse. Let's do a little trade here. Liquidity exchange to dye. Let's do PulseX to dye. Let's do 20,000. Let's do 40. Okay, and then we'll swap. Confirm swap. Okay. Confirm. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna wait for just a sec for that to show. Beautiful. Okay, now let's try liquidity. Add liquidity pair. And we're going to do pulse and dye. Okay, I don't even know. 10,000. Okay, that'll be great. Enable that. Max. Next. Approve. And I think this is the 3rd or 4th time I said this, but this is why you practice, because already this is going smoother than it was before. Okay, great. So I think that confirms. So now we need to click supply, confirm supply. Confirm. Okay, close. If we click on liquidity, it will pop up here, is what happened beforehand. Because if we go in and try and do it right now on the farms, it's not going to work. So we have that. Oh, okay, it just went through. We're going to click next. Approve. Beautiful. And then stake. We're going to do max, confirm. There are literally so many steps to do this. If you've done the validator, you also know how many steps that takes, which is literally insane how many it does. But also it makes sense. You have to do all these different things. You're a validator. But it seriously takes forever. Okay, sweet. So now I have those 2 different farms going. All right. And then I guess we could harvest this. Let's just harvest it. I mean, it's 5 cents, but let's harvest it. I will have some incentive token. Beautiful. All right. Well, there's my little practice for the day. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about testnet v4, feel free to put them in the comments below. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.